Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to another Art Talk. So I wanted to start off today with a quick little quote from Eileen Caddy, and she says, "Act from intuition and inspiration, and when you do, there may not appear to be any rhyme or reason for it." And I think that's a very important thing just to kind of keep in mind that, we never know when something's going to just hit us at any point. And I think what we have to do is just allow ourselves to act on these things. We don't know why. What was the reason? What was something that came through, that there was an email, there was a message, there was something we watched on TV, could be anything that all of a sudden just gives that little click. And what we got to remember is that we don't need to have this planned out all the time. And that's a very important thing to remember, that we don't need to outline every single daily aspect of our lives. We can set goals for ourselves. We can set ideas of what we want to try to accomplish, what we want to do. Excuse me. The reality is, a lot of the times, these sort of intuitions, this inspiration comes out of anywhere. But also on that, I just kind of want to just say that with those acting on the inspiration and intuition, is that that's going to also be what you're not going to do. That all of a sudden you might feel like you want to, oh, look, that person's doing this, I got to do that too. But there's something about your intuition that isn't so strong. And that maybe that intuition could also be like, I shouldn't be doing this and I'm not going to do this. And it's about paying attention to that voice, because I find that I've had many of those things happen in my life, just whenever they occur, that my intuition, my gut is just telling me, I don't feel like doing this. I don't want to do this, and not forcing myself to do something that I don't really want to do. And I think that's a very important thing. There's those things that you don't want to do as well as the things that you do want to do. And we need to make a list of those. We need to write those out just as much as the goals that we want to set for ourselves, but also be willing and to say no to certain things. And again, it is so much that gut feeling and allowing yourself to accept that. And that's part of the surrender, and accepting that, I don't feel like drawing this today. I don't feel like going there today. I don't feel like partaking in this. I don't know that this is necessarily going to benefit me or move me in the direction that I want to go. And that's kind of what I just really want to say, is the importance of that. But also, it's very important just to let your days sort of manifest. Let things go the way that they're going to go, because they're going to go that way anyway. We can't, there's so little that we can truly control. Just if we can get ourselves into that mindset of just moving through the day, creating our calendars, knowing what we want to accomplish, and letting the day unfold in a way that might surprise you. And all of a sudden at the end of the day, you go, wow, I wasn't expecting that to happen today. And start to recall those things. Think about these things, like what did happen to you at the end of the day that wasn't even on your radar, that all of a sudden just came from a moment of inspiration, or your intuition was just kind of guiding you in a certain way. And just reflect on these. And I think by reflecting on these things, you start to understand, okay, this kind of seems to happen a lot. And this is part of what my daily life is all about. And that's what I want you to sort of take to heart. All right. With that said, make it a great week, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Take care.